Mhm. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show.
Good
How's everybody
morning.
doing today? I
Good
hope you're
morning.
having a fantastic Wednesday, wherever you may be around the globe. You know, it's certainly a beautiful day out here. A
Yeah.
beautiful day. How about where you are, Tiffany?
It's a gorgeous day. I don't got
Yeah.
no rain right now, so it's a good thing. Yes, I did get real country. I ain't got no rain right now.
Well, it looked like it kind of drizzled here, but the sun's back out,
Yes.
and maybe it's partly cloudy again. But
Mhm.
for the most part, it doesn't matter what's happening around us.
Yeah.
Just knowing that what's happening inside of us, that's what makes the difference.
That part.
That's what makes the difference.
Yes.
And with that being said, let me introduce myself. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach. And I
Yeah.
teach women, entrepreneurs, how to maximize their potential and
Mhm.
stop leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
Even
Yes.
if you're not an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
I'm going to teach you how to stop leaving money on the table
Yeah.
in whatever
Mhm.
capacity that is that you're in, that you're
Mhm.
involved in. And
Mhm.
I do this through helping women
Mhm.
by showing them, teaching them,
Yes.
put
Yeah.
it that way,
Yeah.
how to write their books, how
Mhm.
to write their books, how to pull out the value inside of them.
Yeah.
A lot of times that doesn't happen.
Mhm.
People
Mhm.
forget that they have
Mhm.
treasures, they have
Mhm.
gems on the inside of them.
I do.
And they just leave that, untapped into, untouched.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Mhm.
just with some simple things that you could do, some
Yeah.
simple guidelines that you could follow, you could
Mhm.
you could learn how to tap into those things. That everlasting, I would say, resource.
Come
That
on.
those resources that never run dry.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So go on, Tiffany. You introduce yourself and let people know who you are.
You come on with your everlasting resource, do a energizer bunny. You just gonna keep going and going and going. That's the way you're supposed to do it. That's a good thing, though.
Yes. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Janelle.
everybody.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Tommy. Thank you for joining
Good
us.
morning, Tommy. I am Tiffany Rochelle. I am an author, a heart and goal coach. I'm also what's called the people's cheerleader because I love cheerleading people. I love being the hand in the back and pushing people towards success. I like to find out exactly what it is that you like to do, and I want to help you to get there. Um, the purpose of me being a heart coach is because I like to deal with the matters of the heart. There's a lot of things that we have going on inside of our heart that causes us not to be progressive and not for us to go forward because of those old toxins, those old relationships, situationships, and some familial relationships that cause us just to be a little stagnated. So when I talk to you and after you open up and you're willing to be a willing participant, we're going to excavate all those issues that was in your heart that you're just holding on to. And we're going to go ahead and rid those so those are no longer triggers for you. So then we'll set some goals that are true to you, and we'll be able to be some productive, progressive citizens of this old earth here. So if you will, please drop your comments in the chat. You heard the phrase that sharing is caring. And so we would love for you to like and to share this broadcast on your timeline. Call and text, chat with a friend and let them know that the show is on, and let them know that we're getting ready to turn your passion into a profit.
Yes, and learning how to finish strong. Finish
Absolutely.
strong. That's what's
Absolutely.
important. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it was a long day for me. I got up and I started work yesterday morning at 4 a.m.
Okay.
I get up anyway early in the
Mm-hmm.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
So last night I said, well, there was a training that I was supposed to take. I said, but it was going to be a replay with that. I said, well, let me turn in.
Yeah.
It was probably about what, 7, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Let me turn in. It's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
And before I turn in for the night,
Mm-hmm.
I always, check my messages
Okay.
and things just to see, good morning, Valerie. How you doing today? Thanks for
Good
joining
morning.
us.
Good morning.
You know, let me check my messages and see if
Mm-hmm.
there's, something or somebody that I missed.
Okay.
And for sure, let me read you this. I
Okay.
had gotten a message,
Uh-huh.
okay? And this, listeners, this is what I want you to understand, okay? I'm going to teach you something today. I
Teach
want
us.
you to listen to focus, okay? Talking about focus and
Mm-hmm.
also talking about how not to burn your bridges. how to show up, how not to be a pest. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you cut yourself off before you even get started.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
wow.
I have some partners, I believe in collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
People
Mm-hmm.
that I refer and they refer people to me.
Yeah.
So I got a message saying that, hey Gertrude, I have this person. She has a wonderful book that she would like to tell you about and probably be a guest on your show. She
Okay.
want to tell you how having a book has helped her, and it goes into detail.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, thanks. I'll reach out to her.
Mm-hmm.
And before I could reach out, she sent me some information about, and I said it was a situation that she had been in. I said, I understand.
Okay.
Now I know right off the hand that this is not my platform. Okay, now this is talking about focus. I say I understand, and you should never allow that to happen.
Sure.
And she sent me some information about you know about an article to read. So I
Okay.
read it and everything. And then this was a three-way conversation, okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And so I already knew that this is not my focus.
Sure.
So I got on the platform I opened up another chat with the person who had referred me. And I say, I thank you for the referral, okay? When people refer people to you,
Mm-hmm.
if you can't help them,
Mm-hmm.
always thank them.
Yes.
Okay, always
Yes.
thank them
Mm-hmm.
for the referral. But
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, but this is not my platform and this is not my focus.
Sure.
This is where we're telling you, authors, if you heard the previous broadcast, how to remain focused. Don't
Sure.
let anybody take you off of what you're focused on. And I
Bad.
told that person, I said, it's not my platform nor my focus. That's a whole different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
know someone who may be able to help her to get her
Good.
story out.
Good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
had told the person, on the three-way conversation, I said, what they say? They say no. Now you understood the first time I was
Okay.
introduced, okay? It say no, I understand that's not your show's platform. I wanted to talk about my book. I just wanted you to read the article so you knew a little bit about me.
Okay.
No, I'm not asking to share the article. I'm just asking to share my book.
Okay.
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 Now, what did they not understand?
Okay.
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 And she she said, this person told me to reach out to you because I believe you're an author. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, I may have misunderstood.
Uh-huh.
And I know I didn't. Okay. But this is just being, cordial to that person. I
Yeah.
said, yes, I'm a book coach and I'm an author.
Yeah.
If you want to tell me about your book, feel free to schedule an appointment with me.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Looking forward to speaking with you soon. And I
Mm-hmm.
gave her my link. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, she put in her phone number.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I said, no phone calls, please.
Uh-huh.
Zoom appointments only. Please schedule your time. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So that conversation was closed. So
Mm-hmm.
I got over on the Facebook side, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm looking for my messages to see if I have anything, I have to address.
Yeah.
This person had went to my page and put in information that they wanted me to contact them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, this is what we're telling you, authors. We're telling you this. Do not be a pest. Do
Right.
not show up that way.
Real.
Okay?
That's real.
Now, I have somebody that could have helped this person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Get her to where she needed to be.
Right.
But if you stalking me and
Ooh.
you acting that way with me, do you think I'm gonna refer you to somebody else? My people that I collaborate with and my power partners, I'm not gonna do that to them.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
If you're doing this to me, what you think that you're gonna do to them?
Ooh.
So that I just cut off at the root.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You just cut those things. If this ever happens to you, cut it off at the root.
Right.
But if you're going to be an author, and if you have to stalk people, and if you have to approach people this way because you're so desperate to get whatever you have to say out there, you need to go back and learn some things.
Start
Learn
again.
the correct way because that's very offensive on this side. Now, it's not offensive to me because I know how to handle that situation. Okay?
You got
But
that
that
cut off.
could offend people. Even if you in the PR world, if you trying to get out there the news media and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I understand your situation.
Yeah.
Okay. It
Yeah.
may be something horrible that you went through.
Mm-hmm.
It may be something that you thought was unfair. But I want
Mm-hmm.
to tell you like this:
Yeah.
people don't care.
Yeah.
When you're approaching people, they don't really care about what you're going through. They only want to see how they could get from their situation.
Right.
You see,
Right.
that's the wrong approach that a
It
lot of
is.
desperate people use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Me. Didn't we talk about that, Tiffany?
We
Me,
have.
me, me. I,
We have.
I, I.
We
Well, guess
have.
what? That's dead in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
cannot, you know, give that person over to somebody because of the way that they act on, with me.
Right.
And I don't take it personal, but I just cut things off. Okay,
Right.
that
Right.
person needs to understand that this is the way to approach it. Now I'm not going to cut people off and say, well, I knew from Jump Street I couldn't help her.
Right. Right. Right.
That's not my platform.
Right. Right. Right.
Okay.
Right.
And if they see you on the platform talking about your book, that's because you're my co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But do you ever see me talking about my books?
Right. Right. Right.
Okay. But yours just tie into that. Mine's tie into a whole different
A
thing.
whole bunch. Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This
Right.
platform is not for advertisement of people's books.
Mm-hmm.
It's to teach people how to write books.
Mm-hmm.
It's to teach people about collaboration.
Right.
It's to take people that way.
To there.
And this is what we're telling you, authors.
Mm-hmm.
You can't allow people to break your focus. Stay focused. Stay ironclad focused,
Right.
on whatever it is that you're doing. Stay ironclad focused.
You have to.
Good morning, Angel. How you doing today? You have to stay focused because those things will come.
Mm-hmm. They will.
And this is a bad start off for any author.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad start off because I could have connected her with a person that I did an article with that's connected to Ariana Huffington.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Big name. Y'all know who that is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But not this way.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I mean, Tiffany?
Yeah, because the catch is you don't want to tarnish your reputation either, because there's certain times that we can be attached to certain people, and those certain attachments that we have to that person, how to deal with that individual, but sometimes you can't always put that individual out in public with you. So it's almost, and this sounds rough, but kind of gotta hear my heart. Let me walk through it. Sometimes it's kind of like one of those private relationships that you kind of have to have with an individual. I can't introduce you to my family. The boyfriend and girlfriend say, I can't introduce you to my family. I like you, but you ain't that one that I could introduce to people. And I'm only saying it that way is because, like, sometimes if you're not ready, as in that individual, if you're not ready to be presented to everyone or to certain people, that can kind of make me look bad, and that tarnishes my reputation. Like, this is what you have around here, what's going on here. Let me get prepared first, because he's coming back for prepared people. You're not ready for that yet. And until you can get groomed for that, because everybody can't just launch out into success. Everyone just can't launch out into the deep. If you don't know how to swim, you ain't gonna survive out there. You're gonna get swallowed up. Tide's gonna take you away. You gonna lose it. So, like, you have to be careful and got to be very mindful, because the influencer that you are, that could have very well, depending if they're being that aggravating to you, that could have severed the tides, because they're just looking at you like, oh, you just bring anybody in my presence. Everybody, I understand who I am, but you just can't bring everybody into my house like that. So you have to be careful of your own name, and you got to guard you too and protect who you are, because I can't have everybody around. I can't bring everybody to the head table. I'm at the host table. I can't bring everybody up here. And they have to also understand, if you told them, hey, this is not what my platform does, this is not what at that point in time, you have to respect my boundaries. So I'm saying, not me, but maybe I have somebody else for you. Not this time, maybe later. Respect those boundaries. So I get that because the workshop I was doing, the lady was like, "No, I want to be on this one." No, ma'am. I have everybody that I need to have on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is the one that I want to be on. This is not your time. This is not your folk. This is not even your background what we're talking about. It's not going to work. And so as of right now, ask me one more time, I'm going to block you on everything, my phone and all social media accounts. Like, I'm saying no, and understand the power of no. And if you cannot recognize that, I am not saying no forever, but I am telling you no to this particular one. And if you continuously forcing yourself on this one, we're going to have to sever ties because I would like, and they're great. It's a great individual.
Mm-hmm.
They got some great content, and I want
Yes,
to share it, just not this particular one. You're not going to force my hand. It's not going to work.
exactly.
No is
Exactly.
powerful.
Yeah. No is powerful. No is powerful. And that's why, we invite people to come to this platform
Mhm.
where they don't have to make skeptical what I'm trying to say, not that. Um being annoying to people.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't be
Mhm.
annoying to people, to know the right way to approach people.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
Good morning, Regina. Even
Hey.
as I was reaching out with my contacts, not my contact, doing some how you do, put my feelers out there. I
Yeah, yeah.
had an individual come back to me on Messenger and say, "What's your phone number?
Mhm.
What's your phone number?" You see, we talked about yesterday about outdated things,
Yeah,
okay? Outdated things. People
yeah.
think a phone number. No,
Uh-huh.
I'm giving you a Zoom link, okay?
Mhm.
I want to see you.
I was
Okay,
getting ready to
I
say,
want
we're
to
gonna
see
step
you.
it up. You can see
Yeah.
me.
Why we gotta hide behind the
Mhm.
phone, okay?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And after you know, answered the individual, the next time they saw me online, oh, good morning. I say good morning, but
Mhm.
that's the person that I can't do business with.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Mhm.
as I'm reaching out, as I'm doing things, it's also a process of elimination.
It
I
is.
know who we could bring into a program and who
Mhm.
we can't.
Mhm.
Who's going to cause problems? It's
Mhm.
already, you're already causing problems in the beginning.
Cause
So
you a me,
cut it
me,
off.
me show.
So cut it off. Cut it
Oh,
off at the root.
you said
Next,
you.
next. But
We're not
one
doing
thing,
this singing thing where we're going me, 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 me. We ain't doing that. That's what they were trying to do. The me show. No.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
the me thing, the me
Mhm.
thing. And this is what we try to tell authors, how to not show up a certain way.
Right.
How to not be dead in the water before you ever get started. How
Man.
your book is not about you. It's
Mm-mm.
about your audience. Okay? We
Yeah.
we sorry that things may have happened to you that wasn't pleasant.
Hmm.
Okay?
That.
But don't even write your book that way where it's all about you.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Mm-hmm.
to see your audience. It's about your audience. It's
Mm-hmm.
about bringing transformation to your audience,
Mm-hmm.
okay, through what you have gone through.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it comes from you, it flows from you, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not about you. And if you
Mm-hmm.
in that me, I, let me tell you, author is not your title, okay?
It's
You
not it.
something else because it's not me, I. That's not what
Right.
the author's about.
That's real though. That's
Mhm.
real. That's real. It's really not. You need to let it come from you. That's the part that's from you. It's
Mhm.
coming from you, but it doesn't have to be completely focused on you. Unless what are you writing, a biography? You're doing it's one thing if that's what you're doing.
Yes.
But even then, even if you're trying to tell your story, like there's still a way for it not to be super selfish. Still in the process
Yes.
of you telling your story, I still want to be edified from it. I still should be uplifted by it. I
Yes.
still should get something from it, even if it is the you story. But there's just
Yes.
still a way that you're talking about your book to enhance another life. And
Yes.
it just doesn't have to be a selfish appeal, even though I do believe in people being selfish, as in
Mhm.
taking in their own air,
Mhm.
absorbing and protecting their own space. I believe in that. But there is a level of selfishness that, everything is not about you. The world does
No.
not revolve around you, even though
Nope.
I kind of think it does. It does not revolve around me. I have to share the world.
That's
I need
right.
people. I need people to survive. They need me and I need them.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. And I know that the person that shared this contact, they They had no idea. And I'm not going back. The only way they're going to know about this is if they hear the broadcast today. Okay?
Um,
And I
mhm,
don't hold them at fault or anything. They
mhm.
didn't know. But
Yeah.
the only reason they referred them to me because they know that I never tell people no. They know that I have a reference of a lot of people. I
Hmm.
can't help them, but
Hmm.
I know somebody who can.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
You know,
That's good
I
for you.
know somebody who can.
Hmm.
And that's the important thing. If you an author and you can't help somebody,
Right.
when you collaborate with people, you always should have references and people that you have met that you
Sure.
could share and connect that person with,
Hmm.
because we don't want to
Absolutely.
tell people no. We don't want to cut them off and
Yeah.
just give them no hope where they don't
Um,
have anywhere to turn.
I'm gonna
You
help
know,
you in some kind of way.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna
And
help you in some kind of way.
yeah.
Hmm.
But that was just something that, came about last night. I say this would be something excellent before we get into our show, talking
Hmm.
about being an author has advantages. So
Yeah.
I hope that you learned about focus. And if you
Hmm.
came in late to the show, please
Hmm.
go back and listen to the replay about focus and about not showing up and being a nuisance before
Hmm.
you get started.
Hmm.
Okay, before you get started, because
Hmm.
there's a right way and there's a wrong way, and
Hmm.
that was totally a wrong way.
But
Please
that
don't be a
just
stalker.
that just
Please
showed
don't
how
be a
much of a
stalker.
that shows how much of an influencer you are. Our first topic. That just shows how much of an influencer you are.
You
That
know,
just shows they knew you were the perfect person to talk to. They knew you were the go-to guru for getting their book to be a success because they know you are the number one person. Okay.
no, but not like that, not like that, not like that. And that's why that's why Tiffany, that's why being an influence is so important.
Mhm.
Okay, and when you are an influencer. Each of us are an influencer in our own way.
Sure.
Okay. And
Hmm.
that is very, very important.
Hmm.
Okay. In that time, it's not something just to throw around.
Sure.
It's something that's you. It's you. It's a part of you.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
just like your vision, just like your book, that's a part of you.
It is.
you know
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
even when you're on these social media streets, I
Hmm.
don't co-sign everything.
You
I listen
can't.
to them videos,
Yeah.
I read whatever it is. I'm not gonna put no like there, I ain't putting no
Hmm.
heart there, I ain't
Hmm.
putting nothing. If
Hmm.
I haven't listened to that video and if I haven't read it,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not doing it because I can't co-sign on
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
And that shows up,
Hmm. You do.
especially with these controversial things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
church is not gonna put
Yeah.
nothing
You
there.
don't give courtesy likes, huh? You say, I'm
No,
not giving you no courtesy like just because
no,
I know
no.
you, just because your picture is cute. I don't know what you said in the picture. Because I do find that often that people will
Mhm,
do that, put a real cute picture and they just sitting there posing and they're
mhm,
like, hey, whatever.
mhm,
Whatever the pose is. I'm not a model, but they'll do all these cute little things. And then next thing you know, I start reading. I'm like, oh, that was a real cute picture. And then I
mhm,
read and I'm like, whoa. That,
mhm,
and I'm like, now I'm torn. Do I like it because it's a cute picture? But if I read the context of it, the context of the picture and the message, they're not adding up. So now I'm like,
mhm,
and then I don't even really want to put a comment in there, because I'm like, I feel like I'm bandwagoning whatever you're saying, but I have done it before. It was a
mhm.
cute picture, but I didn't like the message. So I just go, that was a nice picture. Sorry. Sure was a nice picture. So, or I'll agree with the message, but
Mhm.
picture, not so much. It depends,
It
but
depends, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like you got to be careful because you can't just do them courtesy likes, them courtesy loves, just giving it to you just because.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
yeah.
'Cause those things follow you around,
They start getting them likes.
even if you delete it. Those things follow you around. You might think you deleted it, but there's nothing deleted on social media. There's
Right,
nothing,
right. Yeah,
And yeah, and Regina said, yeah, they are getting those likes.
they
Yeah,
are.
they're getting those likes. You know, you got to understand what you are agreeing to. I
Hmm.
don't agree to everything. And
Hmm.
I'm not getting in no
Right,
controversial stuff, okay?
right,
You're not gonna
right.
see my name in nothing controversial,
Hmm.
okay?
Hmm.
About
Right.
taking sides and
Hmm.
anything that has to do with racism, anything that has to
Hmm.
do with division, anything has to do with, people with gender differences and stuff like that. These are these people's business, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
These are these people's business. Leave
Mm-hmm.
people alone. The
Yeah.
only thing we can do is love people.
Right. 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 Right.
Love people.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're not responsible for how they live. That's their life. Okay?
Okay.
But
Right.
treat everybody with courtesy and love them. Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't have this hate thing going on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That.
So I'm not gonna co-sign on that. And
Right.
don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm. True.
You
True.
understand?
I
Don't care
get that.
who you are.
But I guess in those arenas, they want you to use your influence in regards to that. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, you are the guru, you're the go to person. And because you have the ability to influence people, because that's basically what an
Mm-hmm.
influencer is, they have the ability to influence another individual, or you have a way to persuade somebody to either buy a particular product or, hey, get on my side for whatever. You are that influencer. So they want to attempt to get your co-signing on whatever it is. If I can get you to co-sign on it, because you got this sternness about you, you got this aura about you. So it's just like, if anybody is in your corner and they know you, it's like, all right, oh, they mess with her. Oh, okay, so if I can get you on my side, man, I got a winning team over here. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you're a pretty powerful individual. And if I can get you on my team,
Mm-hmm.
man, because you have a great influence on people and you don't co-sign on everything. So
Mm-hmm.
like, you are that person. So this question that says, "Are you an influencer?" Question mark. I'm gonna say you are.
Well, you are too, Tiffany. You are too, in your own way. See, I'm used to working in the corporate realm. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to that when
Oh,
before I got my life got redirected. I'm
mm-hmm.
used to telling
Mm-hmm.
people no. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the one. I
Mm-hmm.
am not the one.
Yeah.
Cut
Yeah.
it off at the root before it
Yeah.
even get to. I'm used to working with executives.
Right.
Okay,
Right. Right.
in
Right.
that
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
So cut you off right there at the root. No,
Mm-hmm.
you can't
Okay.
cause problems. You
Uh
can't
huh.
cause problems. But
Mm-hmm.
somebody has a question for you. It's let's see. Let me see.
She don't play. She do not play at all. She be serious. I'm trying to tell you, Miss
No,
Gertrude.
indeed, I don't play.
You
I
be
don't play
serious.
because it's a waste of time.
You got
But this
that
is
cutoff ministry real strong. Like,
cut off that real strong. You learn obedience by the things you suffer. Okay. Angel has a question. She says, becoming a life coach, how did you begin?
you begin first by getting your life together. That is the first start. Now, are you going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But sincerely, you got to get you together first. We're all going to have our isms and schisms. We're all going to have our challenges. But first, it starts with you and your mindset. And I can go into further details with you. If you follow that little stream down there, beautiful.me, click on that link. I'll go ahead and set up a time with you, and we can go ahead and have some individual time. And I'll tell you exactly what it is that you need to do to begin, and how to get started. It is a simple process. It's not super challenging. It's not overwhelming or anything like that, but we can go into the details of that. But the first start, I will at least answer that. It's easy, but it first starts with you. You have to make sure your mind is right. You got to make sure you are on Go Street and on Grow Street for you first. It starts with you first. But we can get that started. So follow that link down there, or either send me a message, and I can send you my personal calendar, and then we can get started with that from there.
All right. All right.
Was that on Facebook or on the
That's on Facebook. And she said,
Okay.
okay, thanks.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in touch with Tiffany and she can help you with that.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know,
Absolutely. That'll be
get in
fun.
touch. Yeah. People
That's
want
good
to
stuff.
know. People
That's
want to
good
know.
stuff. Well, let's grow, sugar.
Yeah,
Let's
like
grow.
I said, being an author has its advantages,
Mhm,
providing your products,
mhm, mhm,
because now you see your audience that's getting to know your audience. Now you know your audience. Now
mhm,
you could provide products in a
mhm.
specific way,
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
in a unique way. Maybe
Mhm,
not like everybody else is doing it,
mhm. Right,
It
right.
has its advantages. We talk about that
Mhm.
cookie color thing, we
Yeah.
talked about that.
Mhm,
We talked
mhm.
about, bringing out your uniqueness. Now,
Yeah.
how can you design? We talked about here, even this standing out from the crowd, okay?
Uh-huh. You
How
gotta
can
stand
you
out.
provide your products to your audience with
Mhm,
your uniqueness, with your
mhm,
spin on it?
mhm,
Not like everybody else,
mhm,
okay?
mhm.
Exactly what your audience needs.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it
Mm-hmm.
has great advantages.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
how can people remember you? How can, they go to you
Yeah.
and bypass everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you so special?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, providing those products,
Mm-hmm.
providing those services, because
Mm-hmm.
there's thousands of products out there.
It
There's
is.
thousands of services out there.
Oh, it
You know,
is. Oh, it is.
that answer those same things. But how
Mm-hmm.
can you stand out? How,
Mm-hmm.
providing your products and services.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What makes you
You,
special?
mhm. You gotta understand that you got your own fingerprint. There is nobody else that has this fingerprint at all. I am so unique, and I can't try and be anybody else but me. And you got to find you so you will be able to be an effective individual. Because like I have a god sister, and when me and her are around each other, everyone thinks that we're real sisters, because I mean her and I act almost just alike. We got the same um, short haircut. Sometimes we even have the same color, like finishing each other's sentences. You would think we were twins at times. And so, like, but the difference is she has a different kind of individual that she can reach. We may have went to the same church, we may have, went to the same school, we may do a lot of the same things, but the way she reaches people is a different way than I reach people. She's
Mm-hmm.
to a degree like you. She's just stern and like, hey, but she's just real in your face and aggressive. Versus I got a little grace to me. I can
But
be a
I'm nice, Tiffany.
no,
I'm
no,
nice.
no. Ooh, sweetheart. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. But you just have that. No, I'm not going to do that. That's not going to happen. Versus me, I'm like, um, no. So how about we try it this way? And like you have that stern no versus let's try it this way. Let's go around it this way. I
But I
might
try to help them. I do try to
no,
find.
and that is not taken away. You definitely will because you have resources to do it, but you'll just say, you're just straightforward and say, no, this is not going to happen. This is what we're going to do. And I'm like, hey, let's turn the corner and let's go this. Girl, give me your hand and let's go this way. Like, let's just try it this way. So I try to not make my no sound as harsh. I'm still telling you no, but I just have a different approach for it. So
Yeah,
I'm saying that it's just we all have different approaches.
uniqueness. Yeah.
We're unique in that in it, but the catch is finding the if you're paying attention to your client and you're paying attention to the
Mm-hmm.
individual, you'll know how to reach them. So I'll know if I'm talking to you, I may need to give you a little bit more seriousness because you're a little bit more straightforward. Versus
Mm-hmm.
me, I have a little playful side to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nasty individual. I'm real nice, but I can be nasty also. But for me, I have a little more playful side, a little joyous side to me, and I'm trying to keep you a little happier. But me, I'm able to reach people in a specific way because that's just how I reach them. But
Mm-hmm.
if my way of reaching you doesn't work, it's okay. I'm not for you. But
Mm-hmm.
that's me, and I'm not gonna stop being me just because it doesn't appeal to you. It's okay. Find
Mm-hmm.
somebody else, or I'll refer you to somebody else. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. But that's my uniqueness. That's me. And I'm not gonna stop being that.
Oh,
Nah.
no, and that is so true. That is so true.
That's that
You know?
fingerprint uniqueness that you were making reference to. That's why I was piggybacking off of.
Yeah. And it's true, huh? It is so true.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, and they can provide their products and services and, get out there and be seen. Just like this, be seen as an expert in your field,
Have
you
to.
know, as
Yeah.
an expert,
Mm-hmm.
showing up the right way. Don't show up raggedy,
Mm-hmm.
don't
I
show
have
up
to.
like, that person we were talking about at the top of the hour, how that person showing up
Mm-hmm.
raggedy. How are you going to be an
Just
expert?
raggedy.
Who's gonna believe your story? You
Right.
see, I didn't tell y'all what the story is about because I'm not giving no
Right.
play to
Right.
that.
Right.
Okay,
No need
didn't
detail.
give no play to that. But after what I read
Mm-hmm.
and how you showing up,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there's a question there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
after what I read and how you
Mm-hmm.
showing up,
Mm-hmm.
now you trying to point the fingers over there, and
Yeah.
now I'm looking at you with a side eye.
Uh-huh.
What did you contribute into that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How did you present yourself
Mm-hmm.
for that to happen to you? There's always two sides to the story.
Right. Mm-hmm. Presentation matters though. It
Mm-hmm.
definitely, that's a first impression that was done.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really get a second chance to make a first impression.
Oh no.
So like they still can possibly redeem themselves, possibly if
Mm-hmm.
they get on the Zoom call. Maybe there could have been a misunderstanding as
Mm-hmm.
they did. I wasn't meaning it this way. I wasn't trying to be
Mm-hmm.
pushy. I was trying to, but here's the thing is
Mm-hmm.
if we would have went to the beginning and where I said, hey, here's the link, let's talk
Mm-hmm.
and let's do it this way. Then when she sends her phone number or they send their phone number, if once that happened, you know that the phone number came because they don't have the ability to do a Zoom
Mm-hmm.
call. They don't have the ability to FaceTime or they can't. Let's go on social media because
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and Instagram, they both have the ability to do the FaceTime. So I can
Exactly.
accommodate you in certain ways if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have Zoom. However, all this can be done. Tell me I don't have the ability to Zoom you. So then we can
Mm-hmm.
find another way. Now I understand why I have your
Understand.
telephone number. But there has to be clarity of thought, mind, and speech in
Exactly.
that particular in that setting. As of right now, you're not bringing clarity. So
Mm-hmm.
nowadays it's just a straight cutoff. So, but they came to you because you are an expert and you have presented yourself as an expert in this field. So they know who to go to. Great influencer.
Like I tell you, wait. Hey, you
I'm
already
picking
got a
on you
client
today.
off. You already got a client off of here. See, you got influence too. So
I'm
we
picking on you
influence
today.
each other. As they say, we complement one another, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to
We
tell you.
complement each
I'm
other.
trying to tell you, you look real good on my. Wait, no, that's the wrong arm. Yeah, you look real good on my arm over here, girl.
Well,
Yeah.
the same over here. The same over here. We complement each other. Even what Tommy and Sean says that all the time. We
Oh,
complement one another.
my sugar.
That's a
That's
great
my
thing.
sugar.
And
That's
that means a lot coming from them.
yeah.
It really do. They paying attention and
Well,
they
because
can
they
see the
some
fruit of their
influencers
labor, right?
themselves. Huh?
They
They,
can see the fruit of their labor.
they
It didn't go
can.
in
Come
vain.
on. They tend into the root, so they see the fruit.
They
Hello.
see the fruit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, they see
That's
the
it.
fruit.
That's
But
it.
there's some great influencers
Yes.
themselves. So
Yes.
I mean, that's the catch. They were able to influence some other individuals to see the power of collaboration.
Hmm.
Hello, there's power of collaboration right here
That's
in
it.
front of them.
That's it.
So they did some good teachings and they did some good. Thank God for the coaches corner. So
Yep.
I'm
The
grateful
coach's
for that.
corner.
And if
And
they
after
if
y'all
no
finish
one,
this show, y'all hop on over
that's
to Sean
exactly what I
Hill's
was
show,
about to
The
tell them.
Coach's Corner. What, 7 days a week? 7 days a week. Was that
Absolutely.
11? Well, they're in Central Time, 10 o'clock a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Central Time for them. Wherever you
Mm-hmm.
may be, they're
Mm-hmm.
on Central Standard Time.
Right. Right.
So, but the
Mm-hmm.
Coach's Corner, you need to hop on there. You'll find out some
Mm-hmm.
deep stuff.
You're definitely growing over there.
Yes,
So
you're growing
big
over
ups.
there. Yeah, because if they have any questions about their business and anything, their social media, what is that? The LinkedIn platform with
Yeah.
Sean,
Uh-huh.
um, with Tommy, it's the Facebook platform. If y'all need help in those areas, hop
Uh-huh.
on over there to the Coaches
Mhm.
Corner.
And then you got Shauna also. She deals with
Oh
the
yeah,
tech side
Shauna,
of it.
yeah, the Brandon coach.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
forgot about Shauna.
So
Oh
we
Lord,
ain't gonna leave her
I
out.
yeah, we can't leave our girl out. No, we can't. Women stick
Right.
together, right? We stick
Right.
together. We support each other. That's
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, the
Absolutely.
branding coach. Yeah,
Hmm.
Shauna.
Yep.
Shauna Smith, I think her name is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hmm.
Okay. The next one, easily build your right following.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
your right following.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, not just anybody, your right following. Who
Hmm.
are those people that you're talking to?
Right.
Who
Hmm.
are those people that you have the answers to the questions that they are asking? Who are those people? And that comes with knowing your ideal audience and
Yeah.
focusing on them.
Hmm.
Okay, not just throwing your stuff out there and say anybody with a wallet, anybody with a purse or anything like that. Who
Right.
is your ideal audience?
Hmm.
Building your right following.
Right.
Okay, because otherwise it's a waste of time.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
a waste of time.
Hmm. You want to be able to appeal to the right people,
Yeah,
appeal to who you are there for.
yeah.
So it doesn't make sense for you to try to go ahead and get. I do the gynecologist reference quite often, so it doesn't make sense for me as a gynecologist if I'm dealing with females. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to go ahead and get too many guys, and I'm not trying. Now I may have guys that may be on my
Mhm.
profile, or they may follow me. But that's not my particular, that's not my following. That's
Yeah.
not my group of people. That's not my niche. So like, you go after and make sure you appeal. And not only do you appeal, make sure you follow up with them. You
Yeah.
make sure that they feel like they're a part of you and they know how to
Yeah.
reach you. You're appealing to that particular audience. You've got to make sure you appeal to your people.
Oh yeah, appeal.
Very
And
critical.
I've met great people online about,
Mhm.
with that. Great people who I met, you
Mhm.
know. So
Mhm.
now they became even friends, as you would
Yeah.
say,
Mhm.
friends of how would you say that?
Mhm.
Collaboration, or friends that I could talk back and forth with,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know, that
Mhm.
will always go in my inbox and say,
Yeah.
how's your day going and
Yeah.
stuff. It has nothing to do with business, but how's
Mhm.
your day going?
Mhm.
A way
Mhm.
of encouragement and
Mhm.
things of that nature. Building relationships
Yeah.
are so important, but that right
Mhm.
following,
Yeah.
because the more you connect with people
Mhm.
on that deeper level,
Yeah. Mhm.
the more profitable
Mhm.
it is for you.
It
The
is.
more
Mhm.
profitable it
Mhm.
is for you. The
Mhm.
more you connect with them on that deeper level.
Mhm.
It's not just, you're looking for a way just to connect to get your stuff sold. No,
Right.
it's
Right.
more than that.
Right.
Your right
Right.
audience.
Mhm.
There's deeper connections in with your right audience,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
You
When you
got to go
find
beyond the
that right
surface.
audience, you connect with them. Just
Mhm.
like you say, you go up and you clean up a lot of things. Why
Mhm.
you here? I haven't heard from you in a while. Why you even here? Delete,
Yes.
clean,
Uh-huh.
however it is.
Uh-huh. Uh, you got to clean up. You
Yeah.
have to clean up, and it's a good thing to clean up. I know I be trying to clean up this house. I clean up the office. I'm gonna clean up. I don't like it to be too messy around. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't. But that's the same thing with your life, and you kind of got to go beyond the surface. Like sometimes it's okay just to be, hey, how you doing? But
Mm-hmm.
like when my daughter, she came down here to visit me.
Mm-hmm.
Super funny. And when she came down, have you ever walked past somebody and when you're walking past you say, hey, how you doing, but you keep walking? So I have made it a goal of mine that if I do that, hey, how you doing, I'm stopping, because I'm not just saying that to be saying it. I'm really wanting to know. I'm not going to just say those words just
Yeah.
because. So that surfacely is, hey, how you doing? But if I want to know how you're doing for real, let me stop and find out. Don't just
Mm-hmm.
say it and whatever. So at one point, me and her went on a walk because I like to walk. And so me and her went on a walk, and one lady walked past me. She said, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm not having a good day today. And I did it on purpose. I was having a fine day, but I did it on purpose because you asked me how I was doing. So I wanted to know, are you actually asking me because it's just, hey, how you doing? It's a part of what everybody says, or do you really want to know? She didn't stop. She just kept going. So I was like, oh, so that's just a part of your little routine. You just kind of want to
Mm-hmm.
go. So for me, I'm trying to go beyond the surface.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go a little bit deeper. And I want, if we're going to be friends, if we're going to be acquaintances, even if we're going to collaborate together, I still need to go beyond the surface. I need to make sure I understand who you are. And it
That's
goes
it.
beyond me understanding you reach out to people and you're an author and you deal with authors. I want to know who you are for real, for real. So when people
Mm-hmm.
do come to you, I need to understand, if I send the atheist to you, will you accept them? If another person from another nationality comes to them, are you going to be able to handle them? Because some people just aren't like that. So I kind of need to go beyond the surface. I need to get a chance to get to
Mm-hmm.
know who you are, so I can
That's
actually
true.
say this is a good contact for you to be with. This
It's
is this
true.
it's beyond the surface. So I kind of like to go. I agree with you. I need to,
Yeah.
as you like to say, we got to dive deep. I need to go into your soul.
Yes.
I need to go into this.
That's
Who
it.
are you? Tell me a little bit more about yourself. I need to know
That's
you.
true.
I need to know you.
That's true. You have to know. That's the
Mhm.
way.
I got to pause on your end, so I'm not for certain if you still coming back or not. There you
That
go.
you can, that's the way that you really help people. Angel said this live today was very inspirational, a lot of knowledge and powerful. I enjoyed this. Well, we enjoyed being here with us
Yeah.
today, Angel. We definitely
Hmm.
enjoyed,
Absolutely.
our guests that come
Thank you
in,
for
our
dialoguing.
viewers
Appreciate
that
it.
come in. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to know people beyond the
Mm-hmm.
surface, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
here's the other one. It says taking the limits off the mind. Take
Come
the limits
on.
off the mind. We talking
Come
about
on.
soaring,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
soaring.
Mm-hmm.
After you have broken all of those limitations off your
Mm-hmm.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
after you have gotten rid of all that garbage, okay? We talking about finishing strong, right? You know,
Absolutely.
we at the gates, like you at the
Mm-hmm.
racetrack, and they're doing that countdown, and then they say you're off. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's where we
Yeah.
are. That's
Mm-hmm.
where we are.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, you have to take the limits off your mind. You have
Have
to
to.
see. You have to focus
Mm-hmm.
build that forecast where you're taking your audience to,
Yes.
because it's a writing journey.
It is a journey.
It's a writing journey. I'm hearing
Mm-hmm.
back for the people that I'm playing. We're planning on doing this book. I'll say my,
Mm-hmm.
but you in this too. We're
Mm-hmm.
planning on doing this collaboration
Mm-hmm.
that's coming
Mm-hmm.
up. And I've been putting
Yeah.
those feelers out there,
Mm-hmm.
even though
Mm-hmm.
this is December and
Yeah.
this is probably won't happen until the spring
Mm-hmm.
after I close this current one out right here. Okay.
Right.
It
Right.
won't happen to the spring. But there's people that's excited about this. I even
Yeah.
got some people for Tommy and for Sean and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that need
Mm-hmm.
help. And I told after the new year,
Yeah.
okay, because I know because of the holiday season, everything's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, shut down and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because of, people with their families and things like that. But I,
Yeah.
I wrote those things down. So at the top of the year, they'll
Mm-hmm.
have some, people that need help in certain areas.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. We
Mm-hmm.
have to learn how to, as authors, take the limits off
Have
of the
to.
mind.
Uh-huh. Have to.
There's so
Have to.
much out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it starts with what? Those goals, Tiffany.
Uh-huh.
Those goals we talked
Mm-hmm. Starts
about
there.
and the plan. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you write your goals down, but the plan is the way that you're going to get to your goal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to plan it. Just don't write the goals.
Right.
Plan the way how you're gonna get to
Mm-hmm.
those goals, and as you start walking toward, other things are gonna open up to you.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see them in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you
Mm-hmm.
have to be open to
Yeah.
things, open to new opportunities, open to
Open.
different
Open.
strategies, open
Mm-hmm.
to a different way of doing things,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stop using outdated methods and outdated things.
Ooh. Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Outdated things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
nobody's advertising through the newspapers.
Uh-huh.
The phone is not the way to go.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Cold calling and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Follow the trend of the internet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Follow,
Mm-hmm.
technology.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is as simple as we could go, right? And people have a problem in seeing where things are going
Yeah.
because they so caught up in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Just follow technology.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not, and that's just putting it plain and simple.
You got to follow it. You got to do it.
You got to do it.
Yeah. You got
And
to
that,
be able to change.
I mean, technology is out there.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
out
ain't going nowhere.
there. It ain't going nowhere.
It's going to
No,
improve, but it's not going
improving.
anywhere. And you
Yeah.
have to take that racetrack thing that you did. That's powerful.
You like
Here's
the
the reason why
racetrack
I'm
thing,
saying
huh?
that, because I thought about like when you're doing the little like the horse races. There's a horse race and dog race or track right around the corner from here. But nevertheless, so they got the little gate that's there, and they're like right behind it, and they
Mhm.
move that. So once they move that, that's me. They're restricted. There's some limitations for them they
All
can't
right.
go anywhere. So I'm that little dog that's getting ready to take off, but I can't move anywhere until that gate moves. Once that gate moves and opens up, now it's time for me to take off. But there's a road, there's a journey that I have to be on. And I
Yeah.
got to be mindful of all the twists and turns and all the curves on there. But I have to be willing to know once that gate is moved, I'm free to go. A lot of
Yeah.
people sometimes will see that the gate is open and it's okay for them to move, but they don't know how to move. I'm
They don't
scared
know.
to move. I'm restricted to move. The bird, go birdie. Move, fly out there.
Mhm.
It's okay. But they've been stuck behind this gate and behind this cage so long.
Yes,
They don't know
that's
how
so
to
true.
move. They don't know how to grow. They don't know how, what do I do? They've been incarcerated in this thinking for so long and they don't understand how to, it's okay to. Let me take your hand. Come on, let's go. Let's go on this journey of life. Let's get out of here, taking these restrictions off. You already have the thoughts in your head. You already know what it is that you have to do. Today is the day. The gates open. Move,
The
grow.
gates are
Let's get
open.
started. Let's have the floodgates are here. It's rain. I just heard the rain outside. So it's time for you to grow. There's some water that we're fertilizing on you right about now. Grow. It's okay. Don't wait until the new year happens. The new year happens
Yes,
today. Today is a new day. It's a new mercy you've seen. Take the limits off your mind. All those thoughts, all those intentions, all those dreams, those aspirations, everything that you feel like you want to get accomplished. Today is the day. Take the limits off. The gates open.
the
Take off.
gates are open. That's
Take
it.
off.
And I appreciate that. The gates are open.
Mm-hmm.
And as an author, that's how your message is supposed to be, okay?
Yeah.
But first, it has to happen to you. So you
You.
can understand that.
Uh-huh.
How to take your audience to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
Because the gates are open.
The
But
gates.
first, you can't take nobody where you haven't been. But if you've been there, you know how to take them. Okay?
I'll take you there. Ain't that was the
Yeah.
Staple Singers? I'll take
Yeah.
you. Okay, I'm
They'll
sorry. I did it
I'll
again.
take you there. But first it has to happen through you. It has to be a
Absolutely.
reality. You
Yes.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
It can't be, and going back to expert and
Yeah.
tying this in with
Mm-hmm.
expert, it can't be something that you're gonna make happen through your message. You understand? Because some people, they want to be the expert in their message as
Okay.
it is happening in them. It has
Wow.
to already have happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I hear you.
And you have come out on the other side
Uh-huh.
in
I hear
order
you.
for you to be an expert in that area.
Mm-hmm. 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 You've been through it.
You have to finish it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Many people start, but they don't finish. They want to stop at the process there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they have that anger issue and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. They
Mm-hmm.
write a message that has
Mm-hmm.
a lot of anger in it. Then they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to take that message to their audience. And now their audience is all confused. They're in the worst shape because they were already angry. Now they done got
Yeah.
worse because they got your garbage because you have never
Jesus.
arrived at a solution, to
Right.
a resolution. You haven't taken them to the healing process.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Let the healing begin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Limitations.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then another way, um, when you at the track, I used to go to the track a lot of times. Yeah, that was in New Orleans at the fairgrounds. Girl,
Uh-huh.
we used to
Uh-huh.
go to the track. Oh,
They're
it was good.
fine.
It was good.
They're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the horses were there. And they were at that little gate.
Yeah.
But they had that jockey on their back. Okay? Now,
Talk about it.
that jockey, you see, you need somebody. Sometimes you're afraid to
Mm-hmm.
go forth
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
you're too, and then you're too cheap to pay the professionals to get you to where you need to be. So
Yes.
always invest in yourself at the
Uh-huh.
level that you expect
Mm-hmm.
results.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you're complaining. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to get there.
Yeah.
You still got limitations.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
you're too afraid to invest in yourself.
Wow.
But you'll go buy those clothes
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
going to wear out.
Yeah.
You'll go buy
Yeah.
that car that's
Mm-hmm.
going to depreciate the moment that you drive off that lot.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't invest in yourself where you are worth more than anything
Mm-hmm.
on this earth.
Yeah.
You worth more than a Rolls Royce.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Oh
can't
yeah.
see that
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
you put other things, as having more value than you. We're not going anywhere. We have value. Invest in your mind. Invest in your mindset to shift that mindset.
Have to. Have to.
Can't remain there.
Mm-mm.
Can't go there, y'all. We cannot go
Mm-hmm.
there in 2022.
Cannot.
No. And
Cannot.
what's today? We got today's the 15th,
15th.
right?
15th all
So
day
we
long.
got what? How many more days?
Today's 15th. All day long we got, what was it?
What, 16 more days before the
Yeah.
end of the year, something like that?
16, yeah.
Yeah, 16 more days. Okay. You have
Jeez.
some time
Make
to
me
work on
count.
yourself. Hmm?
I said, make me count. God darn, I just thought about that. Like the year's almost over.
Almost over. Almost over. But you still have a chance to finish strong. Finishing
Absolutely.
strong is taking yourself from this current mindset to
Mm-hmm.
see yourself winning. Okay? See yourself winning. That's very important. People have to see themselves winning. They have to see it in their mind's eye before they see it
Mm-hmm.
naturally, or it'll never manifest in their lives.
And they really won't see it.
They really won't see it. They won't.
Mm-hmm.
They have to see themselves. You have to visualize yourself winning. You have to visualize yourself being in a different place in 2022 than you were in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Even 2020.
Even 2020.
Change.
Change. Change is good.
It is.
Change is good.
Change is necessary.
Change is very necessary.
It is. You got to shift your mindset because it all starts in the mind.
It all
So
starts in the mind.
you got to be able to do that. There's like, if you don't change that, you ain't gonna change anything because the mind is what tells the body what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your little thought in there. Your mind is what tells my fingers to move, my eyes to focus in on these polka dots. It starts in there. So you got to shift your mind. You got to shift your mental thinking. Just like you can shift your thoughts, you got to be able to shift your mind. It starts in your mind, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
okay. And just like we say, authors, being an author has an advantage. Okay,
does.
it has a great advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand who you
Mm-hmm.
are when you say that you're an author.
Mm-hmm.
You have the responsibility of changing people's mindset. Okay, but first, your mindset has to change.
Yeah.
Okay, your mindset has to change so there could be there has to be a transformation in your mind, and that's something that's necessary that you could do. It ain't no
Mm-hmm.
such thing as you can't do it. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do it. You
Mm-hmm.
must do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
because in order for you to bring somebody else through your message, because now you're holding their hands through your message
Mm-hmm.
and bringing them to a transformation in their lives,
Mm-hmm.
there has to be a change first in your life,
It has to. It has
or
to.
it's going to be reckless. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
be reckless. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen.
You want to enhance, not wreck.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You definitely want to do
enhance,
that.
not
Mm-hmm.
wreck.
Yeah.
Awesome responsibility. People don't really realize that, Tiffany.
Yeah.
They don't really realize how it is to have a responsibility of changing people's mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People
Mm-hmm.
who are living and breathing.
Yeah.
People that have lives.
Mm-hmm.
People who are caught up in all type of situations.
Mm-hmm.
People that have issues going on, and they're praying and they're begging for somebody to come along with
Mm-hmm.
the message that they need.
Yeah.
Okay, in books that they have other people have not even written. They
Mm-hmm.
say they're an author, but they haven't even put their book out there yet.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, and there are people that are looking and they're searching. They're at wits end.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
especially during this time, we in the holiday season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, some people are sitting back in depression and different things of that nature for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we
Mm-hmm.
can't tell people how to feel.
Yeah.
They don't know how to come out of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever it may be. It might
Mm-hmm.
not even be depression. It might be, they just
Mm-hmm.
don't enjoy the season, whatever
Yeah.
it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they need some inspiration. They need something.
Mm-hmm.
They need something. And you
Mm-hmm.
haven't even written your book yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That can give you something to do. Mm-hmm. Might just be bored. Just need something to do.
Something to do.
Tap into you.
They might want to change. They might want to, build something or uh know something different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a career change. Maybe they want to start a business.
Mm-hmm.
It could be anything. Good morning, Cecilia. How you doing today? You know,
Hey.
it could be anything of that issue.
Uh-huh.
It could be anything. Okay?
Anything.
It
Mm-hmm.
might be something new that they want to do, but
Mm-hmm.
you haven't started writing your book yet.
Started today.
Yeah.
Start.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
being an author has a great advantage
It does. It
in
does.
order to lead people, in order to be that influencer. We
Mm-hmm.
started off with that.
Mm-hmm.
In order
Yeah.
to be that influencer. Okay? Don't be looking at Hollywood as influencer. Oh, Kim
Right.
Kardashian, influencer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have
Mm-hmm.
nothing against Kim or any of those people.
No,
Or
no,
what? What?
no, no.
Kevin Hart, influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's a football player? Michael Strahan,
Uh-huh.
influencer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady, influencer,
Yeah.
because they
Mm-hmm.
all these big stars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But how about you, people? How about you, author?
Mm-hmm.
See yourself as an influencer. Why
Yeah.
aren't you seeing yourself as an influencer?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
has a message to be able to shift somebody's thinking,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to help somebody, to
Mm-hmm.
bring value into their lives. Why don't you see yourself this way?
Mm-hmm. And the catch is they probably, you just need to realize you are that. Because all an influencer is just a person that has the ability to influence someone else to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about certain things that you might have been a trendsetter, you might wear,
Mm-hmm.
I got hats around. So you might be one that wear hats and then all of a sudden people see you wear a hat. Oh, now I want to wear a hat. You
Mm-hmm.
got a certain kind of walk. You realize, oh, now they want to walk like this. As I talk, I do, it's church kid in me, but as I talk, sometimes I go, uh-huh. And when I do that, it's
Mm-hmm.
just the church in me that I do. So when I'm around my friends, they'll tease me now and they go, uh-huh. But it's just if you do, if you start thinking about certain things that you do over time and over your life, you'll realize I influence a lot of people.
Yeah.
The light might just need to come on for some people to realize who they actually are, realize that they are a powerful individual. So just take a moment just to think. And that's the beautiful thing about thinking, being alone with yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
get the ability to say, I can do this. This is, man, I do this. Wow. So then all you're just doing is just realizing the power within yourself and know that you can do something. You said can't. You're right. Take the T off of can't, meaning you can. Can is the root word of can't. So you can do it. You just got to realize within you, you're able to do a certain thing. Take
And
that.
that is so powerful. That is powerful. That is powerful. But I see, I'm looking at the time and
Let's
everything.
go.
Yeah, let's go. Y'all follow us over to the Coach's Corner. If
Yeah.
you've never been to the Coach's Corner, follow us over there. It's live streaming on LinkedIn and
Mm-hmm.
also on Facebook now. And
Mm-hmm.
we hope that you have received value from this program. And don't forget, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point.
Mm-hmm.
Have a nice rest of your day.
Grace and peace.